Hello guys, and welcome to a new edition of the Movie Mad channel. I was thinking there might be some ladies watching. It should be hello folks, as I normally say. So there you go. Last night I was waiting on my son. He was at a beach Cubs thing and it was quite dark and they had like campfires and stuff like that. And it was an hour and a half, so I decided I would film a video in the car of all the pickups I've got still sitting here that I've not shown you guys. And I spent about 25-30 minutes recording it. And then I watched it back and not one of the movies were in frame, you couldn't see them. So I'm going to redo this video tonight in my usual set, in my usual setting. And when I look at this pile of movies, I started contemplating my life choices a bit. In the fact that I've picked up so many. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't spend a massive amount on them. I either had gift cards or I got deals or I got trade-ins or things like that. But I did spend a bit. And this month I'm going to try and only buy from CX second hand on eBay and charity shops, because I just think last month I went a bit overboard with what I bought. So I'm just going to try and downplay it. I've got plenty of stuff to watch. For example, I just opened up the Lord of the Rings set that I've got. I'll show you. It's sitting over there beside my player. This one, the extended edition, and I'll be honest with you, I've watched these on DVD, I've watched the extended editions, I've never actually put on the Blu-ray, and I've had this for about 2 years. I got it at the charity shop, and it was quite expensive at the time. It was £20 I paid for it, but I thought, that's a good deal. So I've watched The Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm halfway through The Two Towers, and I've never seen The Fellowship of the Ring extended, and there's some good bits in that, and The Two Towers I have, but I can't remember all of it. So I've watched half of that, and I'll probably watch the other half tonight as well. And I'm thinking, there's so much good stuff out there sitting on my shelf I've not watched yet, or I should be watching. So I think I'm going to try and concentrate spending a little bit more time watching and a little bit less time hunting this month. What do you guys think of that? Probably not work out. I'll probably end up doing the same, but I do try. I'm gonna make a conscious effort this month. Needless to say, I still want to buy stuff. It's just I've got to be a bit careful. That's all. So I'll show you the first three I picked up, and I picked these up on the eBay store, the entertainment store. That's right, and it was buy two get one free, and I got two lots to buy two get one free. And I showed a video earlier on in my basket, and I actually bought a few of them because I really did want them. So the first three I picked up was Supergirl, the movie. Now this was in the Amazon glitch day and it was going for £1.92 and I just couldn't get it. And when you do the buy two get one free at the entertainment store, these work at £5.33 each, which I thought was not a bad deal, especially for a brand new one. So that's with Faye Dunaway, Helen Slater and Peter O'Toole. And I actually think this is I don't want to say it's an okay movie because I have watched it. I haven't watched it for a long time, so a rewatch is required. But I really wanted to get that one. I really want to get Superman 3 as well on Blu-ray. And you know what? That's been on my list for ages. There's a wee set that you can get all the movies to 2006, and I should really just pick it up. Because Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, that always used to terrify me when the girl gets turned into the robot with bad Superman. I honestly thought that was a great movie. People slated it, but for me growing up, I thought it was good. So I also picked up The Perfect Storm. I'll tell you a story about this. When I was getting into DVDs, I went on eBay and I bought The Perfect Storm And when it arrived, the box looked really big. I'm going, what's this? Opened up, and it was a videotape. And no, at the time, I didn't have a video player anymore. The only person I knew that had one anymore was my gran. So I gave the tape to my gran. Now I've got a VHS player again. I'll maybe ask if she's still got it. But for now, I've picked it up on Blu-ray. This is a rewatchable movie with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg again. I find this one rewatchable. That's the same way Deepwater Horizon. So, I don't know if it's Mark Wahlberg. I don't know what it is, but I just find it really rewatchable. So it's a story of a fishing vessel that goes out to sea and gets caught in a storm. And this one I picked up. I've wanted this in my collection for a while. Again, whenever this is on TV or whenever it shows up, even if it's halfway through, I start watching it, and that's Memphis Belle. And it's got Eric Stoltz, Matthew Modine and Billy Zane in it. And it's a story of one of the American fighter bombers in World War II making its 25th journey. And if you make a 25th journey, you get to go home. I think that's what the truth is. But did they make it? Did they not? If you've not seen it, I'm not going to tell you. But that's the Memphis Belle. So that was my first three. The second three I got was classic Tom Cruise and Risky Business. This is one of his early ones where basically he ruins his dad's car and he has to find some money to get it fixed, and he starts running a brothel. That's the one where he does the sunglasses and the slide across the floor with Rebecca in the morning. So I thought I've got to take that from my collection. And Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg, Burt Reynolds and Heather Graham, plus that guy who plays the dad in American Shameless. I forgot what his name is. John Cheadle, John C. Reilly as well in it. Is it William H. Macy? But this is the story of, I think it's the actual born actor John Holmes. And Burt Lancaster plays the director of all these movies in this, and he goes, he didn't want to appear in this movie. It took him 9 times to accept this, and then he goes and wins an Oscar nomination for it. But he still didn't like the movie. So there you go. But I did, so I thought it was pretty good. So great. I've picked that one up and finally into the collection. And the last one I picked up was The Green Mile. Now, I seen this in the charity shop the other day for £3, and I was like, oh well, but you know what? It was £5.33 and it's a brand new sealed copy. So this is a story of, what's the guy's name? Is it John Coffey? Who gets executed when he's got special powers. I think that's right. So that's 3 and 3 that I got from the entertainment store. So that was a grand total of £32 I spent. It's still quite a lot. But there you go. I picked this up, the Matrix Trilogy on 4K. And I picked this up just the other day there, and I picked it up for $29.99. And I had some money for my birthday, so I spent it on that. But I didn't, like you know me, always wheeling and dealing, try to get deals. So I only picked it up because when it was $29.99, I thought, I've got the 4K The Matrix. I've also got the Blu-ray box set of The Matrix. And if you trade though the Blu-rays in and the 4K, single 4K, I'll get £18 back, which means my upgrade for the other 2 titles was only £12 in theory, but you've just got the voucher, you've not got the money. But you know me, I like vouchers. And I thought that would be a good deal, so I took it and I picked up the Matrix Trilogy, so that'll be great to watch with number 4 coming out really shortly. So yeah, happy with that, because I wanted to get the other 2 movies, and there was the 2 movies singly which are more expensive than doing that, so that's what I done. I think I might have shown this one before, and that's the story of The Dead Zone by Stephen King. It stars Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen and Tom Skerritt, and the guy has an accident and they can then start seeing the future. And this is the Australian copy, and I paid £6 something on it for eBay. It was a while ago, so I'm not 100% sure. What else did I get next? Well, I went into CEX one day and it's not my regular CX, it's quite far away, and I did buy a few things, and I've shown you some of the ones I got already, but I don't know how I've not ended up with this on Blu-ray. The box was a bit scuffed, but I thought, you know what, I'll take it anyway, and that is the Rocky Heavyweight Collection. All 6 Rocky movies, Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 on Blu-ray, and I've not got these in Blu-ray. This should have been in my collection a long time ago. And so for £12 I picked it up. Vouchers, so, of course. And out of the Rocky movies, what ones do I think is the best? I think Rocky 4 is. Rocky 3 is pretty good as well, so is 2. 1 as well. The only one that lets it down is 5, and that's a little bit because it's trying to go a different way. And Rocky Balboa was a good, you know, ending to that saga, even though they went on and done the Creeds. So again, happy to pick that one up, and nice slim cases, so it doesn't take too much space up. I've got all the Rocky DVDs, so I probably need, are these 6mm cases? So I probably need some double 6mm cases I can put all my DVDs in there as well. So I'll look out for those. Now I've got a final 3 from the entertainment store, and they were again buy 2 get 1 free, but these ones were actually $6.99 each, so it worked out. I got 3 movies for £14, and I've showed one of the sets that I got in another video, and that was the Punisher and the Punisher Warzone double pack. So I got 4 movies essentially for £14, which I thought was a cracking deal. And the other 2 I picked up was Papillon, the original. This is a great movie with Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman. I've watched this several times, and I actually seen the remake was on Netflix with Charlie Hunnam and Rami Malek. Is that his name? And I watched it, and it was actually not too bad. It was not this one, but it was decent. It was decent, but I'm glad to have the original. Also picked up Philadelphia, which is the story of Tom Hanks, who's a high power lawyer who gets sacked because they found out he had AIDS or HIV. I can't remember exactly. I think they had HIV at the time when they sacked him, and tried to make it out it was for something else. And Denzel Washington defends him. This is actually a very good viewing. So I picked these 2, and I picked up the Punisher Warzone and the Punisher. So that was that. And I've got 3 more I got from Amazon, and I'll show you them in a second. But I'll show you my CEX pickups, because I say I've got a reasonable amount of vouchers now, so I thought I would spend some. And I picked up an Arrow title, What Have You Done to Solange? Now, I've never seen this before in a CEX, or I've never even seen it online, so it might be out of print or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. And I thought, £8 for an Arrow title that's out, potentially out of print. I'll take it just now, because if I don't take it now, somebody's probably going to grab it off the shelf. That's the way my thinking works. So it's not got the booklet or anything like that, but it does have the DVD and the Blu-ray, and it does say it's a brand new 2K restoration. So it's a slasher, I think, and it's loaded with special contents and things like that. So I thought I'll take that, and again it'll probably sit on my shelf along with some of my other titles, and I'll not watch it for a while, but I will eventually get round to it, and that's what I like having the choice. Same with this one. The slasher classics seem to be getting a bit harder to get, and this one was there, and I know there's 2 for $15 on Amazon right now in 88 films, but that was vouchers, and I had vouchers, so I spent them. And this is Offerings from 1989, and it's just it looks like a slasher movie. Well, it will be from the slasher collection. Yeah, and I thought, again, I'll take that just now while it's sitting there, and I will get to them eventually. And this one was been sitting in CX for about 2-3 months now, but it started off at £12, and then it went down to 10, and I was like, and then it went down to 8, and I took it, and it's Outlander, which with Sean Connery. So what can you say? A premium collection with Sean Connery, and voucher able to buy a voucher. It looks like a space copping adventure, and I thought again, while it's there, I'll take it. Add it to the premium collection. Yeah, looks good. See what's inside. It's got some sealed art cards. I'll show you. Digital copy. Some sealed art cards, digital copy, and the Blu-ray and the DVD, just standard releases. I'll put that back in there. I already used the digital and it worked, so I think. Can't actually remember. But there you go. Oh, it's sliding at the bottom. I'm going to break it. How did I manage that? Let's fix the cover. There we go. So again, add another one to my premium collection. I'm doing not bad on the premium collections. Well, I mean not bad. I'm no Kermit's Ghost. All of them. I think I've got 20 or 25 now, but there's 140, isn't there? But I pick up the odd one here and there. And the last one I picked up from CX was Firefly, the complete series. I've watched this and I thought it was pretty good. It's a while ago though, and I do have the complete DVD set down there. And I was thinking, and the main reason I picked this up was for space, because it's like quarter of the size of the DVD set, and that means I've got space for more Blu-rays. So why not take it? And that's what I've done. So I know it seems a bit illogical to do that to save space, but it doesn't make a difference, especially when you're running out. That's the other thing with all these movies. I actually don't have any shelf space to put any of these, so I'm pretty much out. So I'm gonna have to do some bit of magicking or be a magician and find more space for some of these movies. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I've got box sets up the top there, so the Rocky and the Matrix can go up there, so that's easy enough solved. And the Firefly gives me space for another couple. Oh, so I've got 3 left to show you, and I'm going to be honest with you. This one I ordered completely by mistake. I was putting some stuff in my basket for my son's birthday, and I put that in there, and I was humming the hand a bit, and I didn't actually thought, nah, I'm not Ghoulies 2, I'm not got Ghoulies 1, let's just leave it. And when I ordered stuff for my kid's birthday, it turned up, and I thought, oh, I must have left that in the basket, and it was Ghoulies 2. So now I will have to find Ghoulies 1. It looks like a sort of Gremlins type of movie, but a bit more creepy. So I picked that one up, and it was £4.50. The last 2 I picked up was A Perfect World, and that's a great movie, a road trip with a kidnapping involved. Where Kevin Costner, I think he's a criminal and he kidnaps the boy, and they end up having a good road trip, chased by Clint Eastwood. That's A Perfect World. Again, another Kevin Costner movie that I've got, so I'm glad to add that to the collection. And I had some Amazon credit, and I just had a little bit left, and a friend of mine recommended this one, which was the Bedford Incident. And it was on there, I think it was about £6. I thought, you know what, why not take it? It's a war spy movie, I think. And it's got quite a few, it's in black and white, as you can see on the back. And again, I thought, I better take it now while I can. That's what I mean. I think physical media is going to get rarer and rarer. So the more I can get, while it's still operational, shall we say, the better. And I enjoy doing it as well, but this month I'm going to take a wee bit of a step back. I've picked up plenty there. How many titles is that? If you include the 6 Rockies and the 3 Matrices, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 16, 20, 27 titles, and that is only about half. Not even. I think it's less than half of what I picked up this month. So I'm happy with that. And I hope you've enjoyed the video and hope you've enjoyed my pickups. What's your thoughts on collecting? Do you blind buy and not watch them? Or would you watch everything in your collection? Let me know. Put some notes in the comments or some comments in the comments and I'll reply to each and every one of you. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.